This video is sponsored by Squarespace, the all-in-one platform to build a beautiful website. If you saw my previous video, you will know that I recently went on a trip with some friends to England and Greece, specifically Santorini. It was our first time in Santorini, and although we had done some research and had a few things we knew we wanted to check off our list, we didn't really know what to expect. But from start to finish, we were so in love with the island and the people, and we honestly would love to go back. We spent 5 days and 4 nights there, which I felt like was a really good amount, so I would recommend at least 3 to 4 nights if you are visiting Santorini. So let's dive in with day 1. We made it to Santorini. This is our little hotel room. We've got a living room area with 2 sofas, then our little kitchenette area here, then our bedroom. We're just doing some unpacking and getting ready. There's Gina.
Hello.
And Joanna, are you good in the bathroom?
Yeah.
Okay, and then there's a bathroom. Look at the sink. Anyway, we are gonna go get some food because that's the priority, and then we have a bunch of errands to do. First excursion of our Santorini trip, we are gonna go get some souvlaki, and then...
Oh, hold on.
What?
We're going the wrong way.
Okay. We took a wrong turn, but our hotel was actually super close to city center, which you can see right now. There are just some little shops and markets and things like that. And then we headed straight to Lucky's Souvlaki by the recommendation of our hotel manager, Dimitris. Our hotel reception recommended this place for souvlaki, so I got a souvlaki pita.
This one's a chicken. This one's a chicken. And I got a gyro pita. Right. The pita
Okay, look,
is really
this
good.
pita is like so fluffy looking. There's fries, there's tomato, apparently Santorini, known for tomatoes. There's some sauce, onions. Okay, I need to eat mine.
So good.
I'm so happy. After our pitas, we just wandered around Fira, which has a bunch of little shops. Some are more touristy with souvenirs, and others have clothes, homeware, jewelry, and other Greek items. As we kept walking up, we finally reached the cliffside on the west side of the island, and the view was just breathtaking. This is insane. It's crazy. Joanne looks like a Coke ad.
Hey, Coke. Good for your soul.
After wandering around and admiring the view for a little bit, we stopped for dinner at Uzeri, where we had some feta, Greek salad, tomato keftes or fried tomato balls, and fish. It's 5:57 a.m. I am sitting outside our hotel because the sunrise is at 6:12. So I just wanted to catch the sunrise. I woke up like an hour ago, so I just decided to stay up and wait for the sunrise because our hotel faces east, so we just have this like perfect view of the water. My friends Joanne and Gina actually ended up waking up too, so we all got to watch the sunrise together. And then we headed over to breakfast at Cafe Ariana, which has a beautiful cliffside view and a really nice breakfast combo with eggs, yogurt, bread, and Greek pastries. After breakfast, we got ready to go on a sunset sailing tour with Dream Cruises. The tour company picked us up at 1 p.m. and then picked up a few others joining the tour.
We're on a sailboat.
We just sailed around, admired the views. We were mesmerized by the color of the water. It was such a perfect, relaxing way to spend the day after a long flight from the States just a few days before.
I have decided if you are going to go this way and
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, like 6 hours. It's 7:30 and we are gonna go see the sunset now. She like harmonized.
It's very cold.
Yes. And we have matching Santorini sweaters. It is day 3 and we are just beginning our Fira to Iya hike. It's about 11 kilometers, so we are just going to take like a leisurely 3-hour stroll. And then we plan to spend the rest of the day, once we get to Iya, we're going to spend the rest of the day there and watch the sunset. So very excited, and this is the beginning of our hike. We've got on this side, we're on the west coast, so where the caldera or the cliff area is, and then you can see way in the back, you can see the east side as well. Slight detour. We were there's this option to visit this rock called Skaros Rock, and we were not planning to make the detour so that we could make better time, but I think we accidentally just made it. So now we're walking back upstairs. Our legs and our butts are going to be very toned after this. Stretch of the highway now, and if you are hiking this as well, you want to be sure that you stick to the left side of the road so that the drivers coming down the right side of the road can see you. So that was a little tip from our hotel reception. And how far along are we? About an hour and a half or so in. We got about an hour to go. We're almost there. That's our destination. Something I'm noticing about this hike is that we're seeing so many different types of landscapes throughout. So you start off and you're on the cliff on the west side of the island and overlooking the water there, and then you're overlooking the east side, and now we're on this really rocky dirt path and can see Iya just ahead. So yeah, we're just loving the variety of the hike, and yeah, I would say it's not too difficult. There are some spots that are more slippery than others with the unpaved paths, but in general it is very well made for just casual walkers. But definitely bring water to hydrate and wear comfortable shoes, because yeah, you'll be passing a lot of different types of footpaths along the way. We made it to Iya!
Yay! It took us just over 3 hours.
Yeah. So all the posts we read were accurate. It's a little bit past 11 now, but the place that we're planning to go for lunch, it's called Souvlaki and Wrap. They're not open till noon. So anyway, we're just gonna wander now. Now that we made it here, we'll just go wherever our hearts tell us. Maybe find a snack before lunch, but we'll see. When we got to Iya, we could immediately feel that it was a little more touristy than Fira. So obviously all the main villages in Santorini are pretty touristy, but Iya felt like a level up. It was more crowded, the shops were a little more expensive, there seemed to be more luxury hotels, because Iya is really known to have beautiful sunsets, so it's a huge destination.
4 gyro wrap, 1 chicken gyro
We got our lunch at souvlaki and wrap. I got a falafel wrap, and then we just wandered around a bit more around Iya and sat down at a cafe, which had a wonderful little view, and then we walked down to Amudi Bay. We are making our way down to Amudi Bay, and these steps are like very sloped and slippery. So again, make sure your shoes have really good grip, because otherwise you might fall. This is like a major thigh workout right now, but look how pretty it is. So we are almost there. That is where we are heading. Oh, thank God. Huh? Yeah, sure. Amudi Bay basically has a few restaurants situated by the water. We did stop to eat a snack at one of them, which I didn't film, and then we made our way back up so that we could stake out a spot for the sunset, and we chose to wait and watch from Iya Castle. It was definitely crowded, and we waited like 3 hours before sunset, but the end result was definitely worth it. Everyone was so captivated by the sun, and it looked beautiful against the white buildings of the village. One thing that was kind of disappointing was how few blue domes there were. I just had always pictured there to be blue domes everywhere. We are finished with our day in Iya. Overall verdict, we were saying it is underwhelming by day, but
enchanting by night.
Yes. And we watched the sunset from the castle, the Iya Castle, and now it's dusk, and we are at this spot where you can see all 5 or 6 of the blue domes. And I'm just gonna ask Gina to tell me what this place is from the blog post.
Will do.
So pretty.
This is exactly what I wanted to see.
Since day 3 was a very active day with our hike, we decided to relax on day 4 with a little trip to Parissa and Perivolos Beach. We took the bus from Fira Central Bus Station, which I can only describe as organized chaos, but it was still pretty easy to navigate. We are at Perivolos Beach. It is one of the black sand beaches in Santorini, and we're specifically at Filippo's restaurant, which is recommended to us by our hotel reception, and they just have like traditional Greek food, but it seems like all the restaurants here, if you get food and drink, then you can sit on these beach chairs with little umbrellas for free. So we just got some smoothies and a few dishes to share, and yeah, just gonna relax here, and then we might go hit up like another place, or we'll go shopping. We're just gonna see. And yeah, yesterday was like a very we exerted a lot of energy yesterday, so today will be to recharge. We spent a couple hours reading and just enjoying the quiet of the beach, and then we went back to our hotel to get ready for the best dining experience of our lives at Celine. The restaurant was in an old monastery, and we dined in the courtyard as the weather was really nice, and we all opted for their full moon course, and I'll insert a picture of the menu here. The dishes celebrated different elements of Greek food in new ways, which was not only delicious, but also super interesting. We were so stuffed afterwards, and it was just the perfect way to end our last full day in Santorini. That was so cute. Before we get into the last day of the trip, I want to tell you about this video's sponsor, which is Squarespace. Squarespace is an all-in-one website building platform where you can host your domain, create a site, track your performance, and connect with your audience. Whether you're creating a blog, online store, portfolio, or whatever type of site you need, Squarespace has beautiful templates that you can personalize to your own brand. I actually made a blog post all about the Santorini trip, so I will link that in the description box for you to check out. It's not only very informative for you with more details than are in this video, but it was super easy for me to make using Squarespace's blogging features, which help me categorize, share, and schedule posts and interact with you through comments, replies, and likes. So go and leave a comment on that blog post as well if you go and check it out. In my opinion, Squarespace is the best way to build a website and online presence. So if you are interested in starting a site, go to squarespace.com/kchoi for a free trial. And then when you're ready, use my code kchoi to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. All that info will be in the description box, so go check it out. And thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. On our last day, we had breakfast at a cafe that we had been passing every day on the way to city center called Ego Mio, and we were really happy that we did. We ordered their pancakes with Greek yogurt and honey, and they were so amazingly fluffy.
Look at the pancakes, so good.
And we love them so much that we just had to leave our review on the wall. We then decided to make one last small excursion and took the bus over to Akrotiri, which is an archaeological site of an ancient city that was buried by volcanic ash, similar to Pompeii. At first, I couldn't really tell what I was looking at, but as we kept walking, I could see where the rooms and stairs and roads were in this city, and we even got to walk within some of the walls of the site. What was something you learned?
They had a very sophisticated sewage system with toilets 3,500 years ago.
Joanne took Gina's fact.
Joanne took my fact. I think one thing that was really surprising was that most of the houses are multi-story, which is pretty sophisticated for a civilization 3,500 years ago.
From the museum, we took a short walk over to Red Beach, which is another beautiful area of the island. It's a little cove beach with a stunning backdrop of red stone, and the combination of the blue of the water and the red of the cliff is just so pretty. Can we get 2 chicken pita and 1 gyros pita, and then 2 soda there? Takeaway. It's our last day, our last hour, and we're back at Lucky's, which was our first meal here in Santorini. After 4 great nights in Santorini, it was time for us to head back to London, and we ended up each getting our own rows on the flight, which was a very welcome surprise, and we enjoyed the sunset from the plane. It's been so long since I visited a new place, so this trip was very exciting. I feel like we had a great balance of seeing tourist sites, doing physical activities, relaxing, and of course, eating really great food. So again, check out my blog post for more details if you're also planning a trip to Santorini. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it and reliving this trip. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!